In this lecture, we will discuss about the output response of first order system for unit step input. How do you identify the order of the system? There is a closed loop system. This is plus and minus. Input is R of S, output is C of S. The gain block 1 by Ts. If you reduce this block diagram to a single block, then the transfer function will be 1 by Ts plus 1. That is the output by input, that is transfer function. So, what is the order of the system? Order means the highest power of S in the characteristic equation is called the order of the system. So, the denominator of the transfer function is called characteristic equation. In this characteristic equation, highest power of S, this is the S power 1. So, the order is 1. This is a first order system, right? Like this, you have to identify the order of the system. If there is a S square, then the order of the system is 2. That is the second order system. Okay. Finally, you found the order of the system and identified the transfer function of the system. Now you have to find the response of the system. Response means output response, that is C of S. Okay, R of T. What is the input? Input is step input. Step input, then R of T for the step input is 1. About the input signals is discussed in the previous lecture. R of T is equal to 1. Now you have to apply the Laplace transformation, then R of S is equal to 1 by S. Okay, after that, finally C of S is equal to 1 by Ts plus 1 into R of S. R of S is 1 by S. So finally you will get this expression. After that, we have to find the C of T. We need output response in time domain. So to get it into time domain, we have to apply the inverse Laplace transformation to this expression. So before applying inverse Laplace transformation to this expression, we have to take the partial fractions, right? If you need more clarity about the partial fractions and inverse Laplace transformation, just click in the above rightmost corner link. Now take the partial fractions. To take the partial fractions, the expressions will be, so here 1 by T is taken as a common parameter. So 1 by T is the common term. I will left here, I will add in the last step. So after taking the partial fractions, I will get A value and B value, that is T, and B value is minus T. Okay. So this is the CFS, output response in S domain. Now you can freely apply the inverse Laplace transformation. Then what is the inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by S? The time domain, 1 by S is the S domain. Now we have to convert it into time domain. Then in time domain, that is 1. And 1 by S plus A is converted into time domain, then it will be e power minus AT. When compare this equation with our equation, A is equal to 1 by T, so e power minus T by capital T is the answer. So finally output response in time domain is 1 minus e power minus T by capital T, right? Now we have to analyze this response, output response. So to analyze this response, first of all, when T is equal to capital T, then what is the output C of T? 1 minus e power minus capital T by capital T is 1, that is equal to 1 minus e power minus 1, 0.632. When it is T equal to 2T, then C of T is equal to 1 minus e power minus 2, 0.865. Okay, when T is equal to 3T, then C of T is equal to 1 minus e power minus 3, this is 0.95. T equal to 4T, then 1 minus e power minus 4, 0.98. E power T equal to 5T, then 1 minus e power minus 5, 0.99. So finally T equal to infinity, at the final value 1 minus e power infinity is 0, then 1, this is the equal to 1. So we need at starting condition, time T equal to 0. So C of T is equal to 1 minus e power 0, e power 0 is 1, then 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So just observe the values, output values, 0 to 1, it is varying from 0 to 1, increasing slowly. Okay, see the bottom left diagram, this is the input response, step input. From at T equal to 0, it is the value of 1. So this is unit step input. Now check the output response. So second diagram is called output diagram. So at T equal to 0, the value is 0, output is 0. Okay, at T is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. At 1, the output is 0.6, at 2, 0.8, at 3, 0.9, like that. After a certain time it is reaching to the final value, that is 1. At infinity, t equal to infinity, the output value is 1. So after 5, t equal to 5t, it is approximately reached to the final value. Okay, so before 5t it is the transient response, after 5t it is the steady state response. Okay, before 5t it is the time period, that is the transient period, right? Like that, this is the analysis. So this first order system is taking some time to achieve the steady state value. Okay, now we have to reduce this transient period, then only the system behavior is improved. Okay, like that we have to observe the second order system also. Okay, in the next lecture we will discuss about the second order system. Thank you guys, thanks for watching this video. See you in the next class.